What's
Yeah.
next for you, Nina? What are you going to do next?
I'm still working on looking into the way this arbitrary nature of our courts and how they treat him, Assange, and
Hmm.
how they treat other extradition cases. He seems to be extraordinarily um, uh, treated extraordinarily. There's no other way to say it. And you have to ask why that is. And the only way you can see that is the case is by comparing to other, to how the courts treat
Yeah.
others, you know.
Yeah, I like I say with the Lisa Longstaff, she really did open my eyes with the girl because what the way they've painted him as a rapist, whilst keeping that the rape allegations going against him and keeping that it wasn't even there weren't charges against him or anything like that in Sweden. It was just hearsay, wasn't it? It was just, they say in Sweden it's going to get open again. There were never any charges from Sweden, even though the media in this
No,
country
they just
repeatedly said it.
they hung allegations over him
Yeah, it was just smear.
for years.
And whilst they were smearing him and calling him and alleging he was a rapist, and in every article they wrote about him, they'd put rape in the title or allegations of rape. And meanwhile, they're letting actual rapists go free in this country, and where there's massive amount of evidence, and they're not pursuing the case because they don't think that or maybe it's 50-50 whether they'll win in court or not. They think so. They don't. You know what lawyers are like. They only really want to take a case, and if they're sure they're going to win it, and
Yeah.
whilst Julian is down there and they're calling him a rapist, as somebody who, if there's no evidence that that's happened at all, and even the two women involved haven't accused him of rape either. That's something. They
No,
didn't
I mean,
accuse him of rape. That's the.
Niels Meltzer has written a very detailed analysis, hasn't he, of the whole of the Swedish,
He's
uh,
amazing. That man is.
yeah, what the Swedish prosecution authorities services did. So, if anyone wanted to really look at what happened, then the Niels Meltzer article on that's really good.
Yeah, he's done some great work. Nils Meltzer's the special rapporteur for the
Yeah,
United Nations in the case, and when he was originally assigned the Assange case, because obviously he was assigned the Assange case because there was an allegation that he was being psychologically tortured, in arbitrary detention. He
mm,
wasn't too happy about it. He's talked quite openly. I wasn't happy that I was going to get assigned this a case because it was so, you know, there was so many. It was such a he didn't want the blue touch paper lighting, but once he sat down with the man and talked to him, he realised really quite rather quickly that this is a man who has been psychologically tortured horrifically. I can't imagine being locked. What they did, arbitrary detention. He was in arbitrary. That's worse than prison. He can't even get daylight. He can't even get sunlight. I mean, I'm taking vitamin D tablets. That's how much of
yeah.
a health kick I'm on. And you can only get some vitamin D from light. You can't even go outside. It's no wonder he was in the the emergency ward over at Belmarsh for those months, because he would have been in an absolutely terrible way. He had a massive problem with his shoulder. Um, uh, there was a root canal he needed to have as well. He must have been in absolute agony with his tooth. And we've done all this. Why? Why? We've done all this. Why? Because he published secrets about America. So what? So what? Why are we so under the thumb of? Why have we got to do what the Americans want every single time? Why? You know, with Brexit, they screamed over and over again, didn't they? We're going to take back our sovereignty. It's like,
Yeah.
well, if we're doing the bidding of another nation, we haven't got it, have we, Nina?
No, it's just a nonsense. It was just a lip service, wasn't it? Just a. I mean, where is the sovereignty? We can see because we study what this government does, how it
Yeah.
serves. We study how the courts are now serving the US. Um, effectively our prison service is now serving the US, because if the US want anyone they don't like, they target in the UK. We now know that our prison service will just take them, and they'll treat them badly, and they'll put them in the worst category prison.
Yeah.
We know that there's nothing in our country that's not been compromised under the Assange case, but we also know even the Bank of England serves the US. We know because it's holding Venezuelan gold.
Really,
So,
is it? I don't reckon it's got it anymore. I
they're not,
reckon,
they're not,
I reckon the reason we're withholding that gold is we haven't got it. Honestly, I reckon we haven't. That 1.4 billion is, we sold that a while ago. I don't think they've got the gold. I really don't. But again, you're right. Why are we withholding this 1.4 billion dollars of gold? That's Venezuela. It was mined in Venezuela as well. That gold was actually mined in Venezuela. Why are we holding 1.4 billion pounds of Venezuelan gold? Because America has told us to.
yeah.
What?
So
What?
where's our independence? Where's our integrity?
It's like, the Americans like, well, no, Juan Guaido's president now. Who? Juan Guaido. No, when I say who, that wasn't us saying who. That's the Venezuelans saying who. 18% of Venezuelans had heard of the guy, and America said, yeah, he's your president now.
Is
And he just he declared himself president, with about 30
Yeah,
30 stupid
amazing.
stupid armed personnel or cops who quickly realised their mistake and went back to the other side with a tail between their legs. Why we are going along with this pantomime on behalf of America is beyond me. But like I say, what I think they've got something on us. They must do, because throughout history, I can't remember a time when the United Kingdom were just doing the bidding of another country. I can't remember. So there either must be something in it for us, or they must have something over our heads. And I'm betting it's got something to do with the Epstein stuff, and that's the reason why we're going around the world. Let's face it. You remember Trump asked us to hijack that Iranian tanker, so
Yeah,
we turned our navy into pirates for America for a short while. Makes you proud to
yeah,
be British, doesn't it, Nina?
yeah. We're better than that.
We are. We're better than that. You're better than that for sure. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you, Gordon.